Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Octavian, and this is a little bit of a twist on the previous mix. I've got another caster alongside me right now for a Duocast episode. Hello and welcome, Pheqes, once again to the channel.
Actually, you've had me before. It's just been a while.
It has. It's been far too long. There's a duck! We got a duck in this game.
What?
In the river, there was a duck. Some games, it has a chance to spawn a duck in the river there within the first minute. And, yeah, we had a duck this game, so...
I had no idea.
Truly, we are blessed.
I had no idea about the duck, honestly. That is a mechanic I'm not... A river mechanic I'm not familiar with.
I don't know if that qualifies as a mechanic.
Oh, well, yeah.
Unless the duck can fix cars.
No matter the situation, I'm still oblivious to this duck, and I want to see him now, but I'll YouTube it. No worries.
Hey, you can just watch the YouTube video on my channel.
I probably
YouTube.com/C/Octavian.
There you go. Just in case this makes it out to other outlets, it's always good to know the source, and that is it. So pretty standard start here. Both junglers gonna be at the start at their respective bottom parts of the map and work their way to the top. Probably see a gank in the top lane around. What was it, like 330, something like that? Some of the junglers usually finish.
330 to 350, somewhere in there, depending on clear speed.
Yeah, I know, Moo. This early clear speed isn't that great, I don't believe.
He's got decent AoE damage, but he's gated by mana problems. But starting at the blue buff side is going to help him with that a bit, as well as this extensive leash that bottom lane is giving him. Yeah,
that was a very nice leash. And of course, that's also another thing. Gromp, the passive on that one, once you smite it, helps out a lot with the AoE clear as well.
Oh, we have an early engage here from Shauna K.
Yeah, Shauna K. Okay, Wukong, he's very strong if he hits level 2 first. He has to get there, and he is trying to make the most of it by the time he gets to level 2, because Devious Shadow is already below half health, popping a health pot, I believe. Or no, he doesn't. Yeah, he is. He's popping a health pot. He better be.
I think he's trying to set himself up for a position where he's going to be able to take advantage of the fact that he has Ignite, and Devious Shadows has Teleport. So he has to make use of that laning pressure that summoner differential will give him. In addition to that, Devious Shadows chose to start with a longsword, which means he's not very tanky.
And this is another thing. Yeah, he started with a longsword, not very tanky, but Shauna K, he's also kind of pushing innately here, but there's the Ignite going down along with a Flash. I don't think it was necessary, but Flash Nimbus Strike gonna take him down. First Blood does go over to Shauna K, taking advantage of the summoners, but blowing both of them to get that advantage.
It might be worth it, honestly, because of the way this matchup works, because of the teleport, of course. He's going to need to get that early advantage and hold it if he wants to win this game by virtue of carrying himself, which is what you want to do in any solo queue game. There we go.
Block Blatty G walked back into Dark Master 7 and then got banished tossed. I kind of think he deserves to die at that point. I don't know about that one, buddy.
You are Judge, Jury, and the enemy mid laner was Executioner.
Yeah, and if anyone's going to be the judge of that one, that would be, I guess, me, considering I was calling it. He should not have walked back in there. That was a bad move.
True, but, I mean, we all make bad moves time to time. Let's not judge him entirely on the first death.
Right.
And it wasn't first blood. Wukong got one earlier.
So it's putting the team in his backpack already, so, yeah, it's still early. It'll even out somehow. We'll see what happens, but giving an early kill to a Victor, any laner really hurt. What's up?
You know, Pheqes, I thought it was Dora that was supposed to wear the backpack, not the monkey.
I didn't even watch Dora Explorer, but I do get that reference.
Of course you do. It's part of mainstream culture, man.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
You can't be American without knowing about Dora the Explorer.
I love that because I've always, growing up, okay, fun fact about Pheqes here, he's half Mexican. I've always wanted some sort of bilingual culture to be integrated into the United States, like for the youth as I was growing up. Zenith played on Silent Stub. We'll talk about that in a second. Nice flame chompers coming down from Juan Slayer. Individual's almost going down though. He has to flash out of there. Silent W gets the heal down to try to get his boost in there, but does not pick up the kill.
That was kind of doomed from the get-go though. Individual had taken way too much harass beforehand. Another hook from Azo.
Yeah, another hook, and now Individual does not have Flash. He's going to go in onto Silence W. Exhaust go down onto both ADCs. Flame Chopper is going to zone off Silence W. Now, AZ2O, he's going to look kind of bad here. One more rocket would do it. He's not going to be able to get it. AZ2O wisely held onto his flash. There's the zap onto Silence W. Gonna drive both of them back. Rengar is in the area, though. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Devious Shadows have a retreat underneath his turret. And surprisingly enough, well, actually, no, I guess not surprisingly, that teleport giving Devious Shadows a level advantage there.
Yeah, but it's not really paying off well enough. I mean, Shanaki has a pickaxe, which is a really huge power spike, and that I really don't like the longsword start from Devious Shadows. He was trying. Ooh, no.
Yeah.
Q doesn't quite land, so a lot of the burst was mitigated there by that hop.
So Slifer hanging out down bot lane. This is actually really good for the red team. They're heading gold, but now they know where the pressure's at. Of course, Mumu in the mid lane as well. Devious Shadow almost going down. If the Ignite were up, he certainly would have been dead there, I should say. So he's going to hop out of there, go back.
He doesn't have the teleport available this time.
No, he doesn't. That's going to give Shauna K the level advantage, because once Wukong hits level 6, it's a huge, huge power spike. But I don't know if he's going to be able to take full advantage of it. What is DP Shout's building? Oh, it looks like he's building a Black Cleaver first.
We might see Darkmaster 7 look for some kind of gank. It's a little bit off-kilter with his laner, though.
Yeah.
Look at the minimap there. He shows up in time just to get some farm. We might, maybe if Shauna K rather is brave enough to stick around in this lane, Darkmaster could make an engage happen here. He does have level 6 in time to buy enough time for the Gnar to show up. But he's gonna waddle on back to his jungle.
Yeah, waddle indeed, because he is a tiny little Yordle of Doom, the saddest Yordle of them all, actually. And now Shauna K gonna go back. Has the Ignite up now, also has Cyclone available, so has a nice shove on the wave, gonna go back, come up a little bit stronger, has a pickaxe, 2 longswords, and a Doran's Blade, so that's quite a bit of power spike going toward that Ravenous Hydra, or at least the Tiamets first. And yeah, he's gonna be, I think he's gonna be a problem if he's not gonna be shut down pretty soon, because Devious Shadow is still building nothing to really resist against him.
Yeah, to be fair though, in these team fights, Shauna K might have a bit more of a difficult time dominating than he's having in the lane right now, just because there's so much AoE CC to hold him down. The Gnar that he is holding down pretty well in the top lane is still going to be able to use Gnar and toss him away, which is a really good counterplay to a Wukong ulti. Victor can lay the ground so that it's very difficult for him to get in there and make some work happen, and of course Leona with Solar Flare and a Mumu with Curse of the Sad Mummy. There's just so much AoE CC. For a melee carry like that, it'll be a difficult proposition.
Oh, Slifer, he is not level 6, but being a Rengar, it's still very powerful. Slifer is going to be locked down with Curse of the Sad Mummy. Zenith Blade also going to be in there. AZ2O throws the lantern, not going to be taken. Slifer goes back in. Idrigil picks up the kill, because it was 4v1 at that time, and I think he knew he was dead, so I guess why not go back in?
It looked like Darkmaster was intently focused on bottom lane and didn't actually see the Rengar right next to him until they had been walking lockstep for a good few moments, but it still worked out in the end. He was too focused on the gank to come.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see a vicious Scuttle Crab battle, but Scuttle Crab I don't even think was taken by anybody. So Dark Master 7 gets what he wants and gets out. Slifer having a good start so far. Yeah, block Blatty G. He may go down here.
The Chaos Storm catch him.
Chaos Storm catch up. The Ignite is not going to be enough. Block Blatty G barely makes it out of there.
Now we see Shauna K coming around the corner. There's no flash on this immobile Victor. An Invisible Monkey.
And Invisible Monkey indeed with a Cyclone at that, and you can throw a Gravity Well onto him, but he's still going to spin out of control, picking up a kill onto Nasher. And that's a very nice roam from top lane.
Yeah, 2-0-0 now, looking to build potentially into a Brutalizer, finish off a Ravenous Hydra maybe with that pickaxe. Maybe even just Last Whisper, just go all out in the Armor Shred. He has a few options here, and they're all very scary.
Yeah, well, actually, hold on. Shauna K, he's going to go back up. He feels powerful now. He just hit a level 8. He's going to do quite a bit of damage to Devious Shadow, who's not near Mega Gnar yet. Oh, yeah, that nice boomerang, though, going to slow Shauna K down. Shauna K, yeah, he's getting cheeky. He has Ignite up. He probably could have got that kill if he wanted to.
If that boomerang hadn't connected onto both the clone and him, I think he would have actually had it. The Devious Shadows does have Flash. He probably would have at least burned the Flash.
Yeah, and actually Shauna K has Flash as well. Not wanting to get greedy with it though, and he's or at least going to play his hand safely there in the top lane.
Yeah, no reason to get greedy. I mean, Devious Shadows is having an incredibly rough time of laning. He's going to be forced to take these trades whenever he comes up to get minions. Either that, or just be forced to lose minions when he doesn't have a boomerang to toss at them. So I like that he built CDR. That's a good choice. It means he'll be able to throw out more boomerangs and catch up on farm.
Shauna K. He's gonna let Gnar become Mega Gnar, get that little health boost here. Can a Wild Descent steal this? No, it cannot. Neither can the collateral damage, and now AZ2O in trouble with the Super Mega Death Rocket connecting, killing him. Darkmaster 7 goes down because QC Slifer is coming out of nowhere.
Slifer, no slifing!
Slifer is now going to be in a gravity well because Nasher's there, picking up some kills for himself, taking out the ADC of the blue side. Nice shockwave coming out from Block Blatty G, but Nasher is so powerful. This is what happens when you give early Victor a kill. Allow him to upgrade that Hextech core a little bit earlier, and he gets powerful.
Shauna K maybe going for the dive here.
I think he
got another burst. He could just yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Why
it
not?
Does no. Devious Shadows wasn't close enough. I was about to say the ignite does give him rage. He could maybe have turned into Mega Gnar if he was a little bit closer on the rage bar, but he wasn't nearly close enough for that.
So that was I still feel like Shauna K, like I appreciate conservative play not being overzealous, but sometimes there's a point where you can be too conservative. I think he could have killed Devious Shadows a couple times by now. In addition to that one other time, I feel like he could have killed him before that. He's just kind of playing his cards close to his body, and I don't know. He's playing very cautious. I feel like he could propel himself a little bit further, a little bit faster, but. I mean, he's still ahead, so he's still going to be a huge asset to his team no matter what, and finishes off the Brutalizer and the Tiamat, so going to go for a little bit of both areas of the penetration cooldown and the big wave clear.
But however powerful that Wukong is, you have to consider the fact that Red Team is playing the map and the global pressure a little bit better here. They got that Dragon earlier on because of the investment in top lane. They got a favorable fight for them near the Dragon Pit. Ooh, this might turn around for them, though.
I don't know if it's going to turn around for him because looks like the blue side, they are going to get taken down. Silence W, he gets locked down quite a bit with individual there. Wandslayer going to get blown up with a Sigma Death Rocket. Double kill going over to Wandslayer. Very nicely played by the red side. Nice retaliation, and that's a huge power spike that they already had in the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 30 CS difference between the Graves and the Jinx. Before that fight even happened, there's just more raw power for Wandslayer than there is for Silence at this point.
Yeah,
we need to see some Wukong roams.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at. Like you said earlier, yeah, red side, they're playing the map so much better. Darkmaster 7, and before those 2 kills, he was involved in 100% of his kills, which means he's been roaming, picking up kills for his team, and actually not even taking any of them, just giving them over to his team, which is, ideal for a jungler who's not a massive power carry jungler like a Rengar. He's a Mumu. He's not going to go, 1v1 solo anybody. 1v5 everybody. He needs to help give his team kills, and that's exactly what he's been doing, showing great presence in this game on this map, and yeah, he's doing a great job right now. Shauna K, taking your advice though, gonna start roaming.
Yeah, alongside Slifer, he does make for a very dangerous duo there. Even a 4-0-1 Jinx would go down like tissue beneath a firecracker if these two managed to get next to her.
Next to a firecracker. You heard it here first, folks.
Hey, it's a very I'm looking for a word and I can't find it. It's a good visual.
Yes. No, it's proper. No matter what, no matter how much I make fun of it, it's proper. Shauna K, he gets engaged onto here, but nice shockwave going to keep everyone at bay for now. Shauna K trying to pick up a kill before he dies. Does
nice
individual, but yeah, now Devious Shadows there picking up a double kill for himself. And this is where red team, at least the top lane, comes back because that was a double kill for both the mid lane and their top lane. Nice pickup by the red side. QC Slifer, the only one left. And now he's going to get Bandage Toss. Go down. Ace going over to Nasher, who technically got 3 kills in that transaction.
And suddenly Nasher is a powerhouse in and of his own right as well. There's 2 incredibly powerful carries on the side of red team. And that's one of the best answers to a fed Wukong. Have 2 people that he has to kill. He can't do that. He has some decent AoE, but so long as Nasher and Wandslayer don't stand right next to each other during a team fight, I don't see them losing that team fight.
No, and I would think having two Fed carries would be a detriment to any champion, not just to
True.
Wukong.
But
Wukong,
particularly someone like Wukong, who's the melee
yeah,
hyper carry, who has to focus on removing someone from the fight, even if he trades himself for them.
no, definitely right on that one. And he does have Cyclone, which is his big AOE damage. Of course, Nimbus Strike also hits 3 individuals as well, but. Cyclone's where it's at. You can hit it a whole team, but you're only going to truly focus to kill one of them. And,
Yeah, because of how much power is in that Q, and the crushing strike, being able to break their armor.
Exactly, yeah, and like you said, having more than one target is not the most fun thing in the world, especially when both targets are so pivotal, I should say, pivotal, and yeah.
Ooh.
You kind of have to play a choosing game whenever you're Wukong now, who's the only one who's fed on the side of blue.
Nashor's inventory doesn't look all that scary, but if you hover over, you can actually see that
that hex.
that is a perfect hex core. He's already got it fully upgraded.
Yeah, those hex cores hurt. Look at that. Almost half health, the ADC on the other side. Shanake. All right, let's see here. So Devious Shadow, he now has a Randuin's, but it's still quite a bit of damage going on to him with this Brutalizer, and of course Crushing Blow also reduces armor. A lot invested into killing Devious Shadows, but did not get the job done.
Yeah, and at this point, that's good enough for Devious Shadows. I mean, he's got the teleport advantage, so he can show up to team fights that Shanake might not be able to. And he is honestly just as valuable in these team fights if he manages to get a good ulti off. Nice, over the wall onto Slifer from Individual.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Individual, he is going to his best
No.
here. Super Mega Death Roar just barely misses, and now Individual is in a bad situation. He's going to cleverly lead them over to Dark Master, who's just waiting there. Banish Toss over the wall. Dark Master picking up Slifer. Nice Shockwave, but it's only bringing them closer to Block Bloody G. Not enough to kill everybody, though. Anybody, actually, I should say.
It was far too little too late. It was a beautiful shockwave, I'll give him that.
Yeah. I don't see too many 4-man Shockwaves.
But it's like turning in a great essay after you've already failed the class. There's no point.
That was a lot better analogy. I like that one a lot better. Shanake.
No. Okay, fireworks plus tissue paper. You know who's going to win there. It's a good analogy.
It is a fantastic analogy. It's not one you hear so often. Dark Master 7, he goes down. Silence W picking up Individual. So this is blue side taking advantage of red side, overstaying their welcome just a little bit. They lose a turret all the same because DP Shadow's been split pushing the top lane.
That is true. He's doing a great job of adding value to his team despite the lost lane. We saw that teleport to the bottom lane team fight, and that was really well done. He got a really nice ulti off. In addition to that, he sat in the lane at the right time, and he got the turret. So, despite losing early, despite having some unfortunate build choices and missteps early game, he's still being valuable.
Alright, so we'll see how valuable he can be here. Devious Shadow, that was a very nice hop over the wall. He's going to go back into QC Slifer, nars him into the wall, flashes over it, and walks out. So, Randuin's helping him out quite a bit there, considering pretty much everyone is AD except for the Orianna, and her damage is pretty negligible right now at 0-3-1.
Yeah, just now getting the needlessly large rod, putting some damage into her inventory. The tier is stacking up. I'd like to see how far that's gotten so far. About halfway. It's going to be a little while before that becomes impactful. Blue team is definitely playing on the back foot here.
Yeah, it's, I mean, they're 6k down right now, 2 turrets down. They've got no dragons. In fact, haven't even been able to pressure the dragon. Yeah, they're definitely on the back foot. They need to try to group up. The problem is they don't have a tank right now. Shanake has been going full damage because he's been dominating the top lane. But he can still get melted down so quickly.
Yeah.
And that's a problem when you're going against 2 or 3 carries that are super fed and you have no tank, because you're going to get blown up.
What I would have liked to see, potentially, out of one of those longswords that he went with the Brutalizer, maybe after seeing that Nashor got so strong, going the Hex Drinker. Or maybe he's going next item Hex Drinker because he does have a longsword, but it might be a little bit too late, because Red Team's already pulled out a fairly significant advantage, and Dark Master is catching him off to the side.
Yeah, and Shanake can't do anything about it, because no matter how powerful he is, he cannot even 1v1
Oh.
the Mumu. But yeah, Silence W, he's gonna go down. Nice ignite flash coming out from Nasher, picking up that kill on the run, and now Shauna K has to try to get out of there. It's just Devious Shadows and Individual there. There comes Cyclone, but now Super Mega Death Rocket not gonna hit anybody. Dark Master does pick up Slifer in the meantime. Shauna K, he may go down here. Nah, he just barely dodges the rock. But that's still 2 down in favor of the red side, so it's 5v3 in this turret push now. Well, that was pointless.
It was a little bit. I guess he was afraid of Devious Shadows and Dark Master engaging again onto him, but all the engage tools were down, so yeah. We're seeing some mechanical misplays from Blue Team here. Getting caught in the wrong spot, missing skill shots, using abilities when they aren't particularly needed. However, there is potential to come back. They've got really good pick potential with the Wukong Orianna and the Rengar Orianna combinations, as well as just Thresh having some engage now built with the Talisman of Ascension. They can catch people off to the side and they can make picks happen. That is the only way forward, I think, for them. If they can catch Wandslayer out and instantly burst him before Nasher is around, they could maybe come back into this game, but it is a long shot.
Yeah, and the thing is they don't really have that much late game potential besides the 1-5 Rengar, and his late game is going to be delayed into a CLG Black or CLG EU late game. He's Sonic K going to go on to Wandslayer. Heal may keep him alive through the ignite, and Sonic K now probably more likely going to go down. He Nimbus strikes through some minions, but yeah, this Curse of Sad Money going to keep him locked down. So
I guess they just really wanted to secure that kill. They threw a Jinx Rocket at him too.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Whoa, Nasher! Nice Chaos Storm taking down their mid laner on the blue side, Block Blatty G.
Victor has so much burst. It's disgusting if he gets ahead, and you can definitely call this ahead. He has a perfect hex score completed already, and it looks like he's going towards a Luden's Echo. Perhaps, pardon me. Some movement speed built into his kit is quite nice as well. Silence W cut out.
Man, this Rylai's, this a little bit newer Rylai's, helping out the Amumu quite a bit there. He has the Cinder Hulk, but also Rylai's, so he has power, and he also has sticking potential with it as well, with his when his tears are toggled on, because constantly proccing that AoE slow.
Yeah, now it's a 40% reduced movement speed now, not
ridiculous.
Just the 20% that it used to be. I believe it was 20% on AoE. And 40% on single target.
It was either 20 or 15. It was a lot lower than 40, I know that. Devious Shadows, he's going to gnar out here. Rengar, is he going to go back in, really?
They do have the Orianna ulti.
Right. Yeah, he goes Orianna ulti. Rengar goes straight in onto Wandslayer. Looks like Shauna K does pick up that kill. Meanwhile, is it going to cost them, though? It's actually 2v4 right now in favor of the blue side. Shauna K picking up a double kill, and now QC Slifer finally picking up self a second kill in this game. That was very nicely played by the blue side, harking back to what you said with the pick and potential that they have.
Yeah, red team split that fight really hard. 2 of their members went off to chase after Shauna K, who, being Wukong, is pretty good at kiting away with the deceptiveness of his clone. And because of that, the rest of blue team, despite being a little bit underfed, they do have some decent utility and fairly high damage on the just now completed Infinity Edge Graves, who was able to clean up work because he wasn't focused at all during the fight.
Yeah, that's going to allow blue side to pick up their first dragon of the game. I don't think Nasher can get over there in time. In fact, no, he cannot. First dragon of the game for blue side at 24 minutes, so at least denied red team that third dragon, which that's when it starts to get pivotal, is that third dragon. You get that movement speed, but then you're just that much closer to the fifth dragon, and kind of gives an alert to the other side that, hey, we need to start stopping these now.
Especially for a team with an Amumu and a Leona, that movement speed is going to be so valuable for making engages happen.
And they've already been doing it very well without the movement speed, so yeah, you're right. Oh my god, over half health Silence W with just the laser from Nasher. That is insane amount of damage coming out from him. He has a Luden's Echo built now, so he's dishing out a ton of damage with that Death Ray.
I'm interested to see where he goes with his next item path. Some victors that I see at higher levels will choose to upgrade to the, the Furor boots very quickly after their first or second damage item. after they've upgraded the Q as well. So you can toss out the Q, get the movement speed buff from that, the extra movement speed from the Luden's Echo, and the Fuhrer movement speed, and basically have Ghost on for like 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, that is insane, especially whenever you're, somewhat of an immobile champion as Nasher, and I only say immobile, saying he doesn't have a gap closer. But whenever you're this powerful, and if you can get that much speed, you are a walking death machine. I mean, a walking death ray if you want to go that far about it. But
Ooh!
oh, here comes a flash. Silas W. He gets locked down. Nasher Chaos throwing him into oblivion. Shockwave is not going to do any damage at all, and that's just going to allow Red to get into the turret. But here comes Shauna K in the backlines. Can he take down Wandslayer? Actually, QC Slifer in the backlines does it, but now AC2, whoa, he's going to be locked down. Double kill going over to Slifer. Blocked Laddie G. He's very low health, and now Dark Master trying to dive in onto him, cannot pick up the kill. And it's actually 3 for 3.
Whew. Ooh, I don't think Slifer can stick around.
Yeah, I was saying Nasher man just make this a 4 for 3 if he keeps that up.
It's just
A little bit of chaos there.
It is, and I mean Nasher got a really nice pick to start that one off. Graves was deleted from the fight before he had any effect, but they didn't have very much ward coverage behind them. And so Shauna K was able to wreak some havoc coming in with that clone. Forced Wandslayer to flash away, forced him back away from the fight, and then Slifer, of course, flanked in from the side as well. If they do go for a push like that again, they should probably invest in some vision around the sides, because they are facing a Wukong and a Rengar. They can make plays like that if you let them. One of the best ways to shut that down is to keep your flanks well lit with wards, and avoid a potential surprise monkey or kitty cat in your face.
Yeah, both of them you have to worry about. So, I mean, honestly, just upgrading one of your trinket. Well, actually, it looks like 2 of them have upgraded to the Vision Totems. I don't know if they're placing it or not right now. Dark Master 7, he's going to go on to Blackbody G, as is Individual with the Solar Flare. Nasher going legendary off that kill. Nice pick coming out from the red side.
And it looks like they're going to be pushing up the mid lane again. If we don't want to see a repeat of last time when one carry was bursted out and then they lost a team fight underneath a tower, I would love to see some wards get placed right now, but they're going to go for the fight instead.
Very nice. Bandage toss. That was actually a max range bandage toss. And you have to really worry about those now, because if you get caught once within the range of Nasher, he's going to kill you with his death ray.
That's why he calls it that, by the way.
That is what. Yeah,
Fun fact.
It's actually, it's working out quite well to its name.
It's called a death ray because it kills people.
That is. More words have not been truer in the history of League of Legends.
This is why I cast with you, Pheqes.
Ah, yeah, I know, buddy. It's fun.
You get me.
6 turrets to 1 right now. Red side, they're just pushing nonstop.
So many pink wards.
Yeah, 2 pink wards for double the coverage. There are 2 stealth characters. So that's collateral damage did not hit anybody. Dark Master 7 gonna go in the backlines, but Shauna
Battle of the Wombo.
Yeah, battle of the backline battles right now. That's essentially all I can say. And it looks like Red Team has won it because they have so much power. Devious Shadows does go down though. An individual has to flash out of the turret range. And now double kill going over to Orianna. Kind of a mistake dive by the red side, as Dark Master 7 and Individual, the only ones left alive. Dark Master 7, just take your win and go, bro.
Why did they all go for someone else?
I don't know.
Every single one of them in that dive was like, you get this guy, I'll get that one. Dark Master, you go get their, who was it, the support who was alive?
Yeah,
just everybody take one. They could have killed any one of the 3 of them and gotten out without any deaths.
Oh,
but...
yeah, let's amend this one here. Ignore the turret while you're at it. If that thing's going to hit you, don't worry, it doesn't hurt you.
Oh, God.
That turret killed... The turret essentially killed, like, 3 people.
The bloodlust, it came over them.
Yeah, I know.
Red mist blinded them.
Yeah, it took down Devious Shadows, almost killed Individual, took down Wandslayer, and maybe Nasher? I don't even know how Nasher died in that, but I think Orianna was the one that got the kill.
Though, I mean, the actual fight proper, before we saw the circus of tragedy that was the chase underneath the turret, was a huge battle of Wombo combo. I mean, there was a Gnar, Leona, Wukong, and Orianna ult that all happened within like a few pixels of each other.
And they're all in both each other's back lines. Nobody was peeling for anybody.
it's just it's just like a bunch of piranhas feeding off each other in these team fights. Everybody get whatever you can, grab them and rip them to shreds.
Yeah. And blue side, they're hold on, Nasher. I don't know if you can fight Nasher. Can you fight Nasher? He can fight Nasher. Shauna K, nice surprise, taking out Nasher. That's pretty huge. QC Slifer driving Devious Shadows off of the Dragon. Dark Master 7 is around, but they are both the same amount of health. Block Bloody G gets gnarred into the wall, but Devious Shadows still goes down. Shauna K is still powerful, guys. He still has a backpack. It's huge.
Yeah, he's doing his best to fit his whole team inside of it. They're helping, though. They're helping. They've taken up some sewing courses. They're making him a bigger backpack. They're giving him some help here and there. They're putting some pockets on it.
Yeah, so they're definitely patching holes that seemed to be formed in it in the early game.
But, I mean, I think Nasher lost that 1v1 simply because he didn't try. It was... Maybe that's the wrong way to phrase it, but he has Flash, he has Ignite, he has Ult, all still up. He didn't react in time. He didn't use any of them. So obviously Shauna Key is going to win that. If you beat the enemy with a stick and they don't do anything about it, then you're going to beat them with a stick.
Hey, tell me if you know this one. I don't know, because I don't. Okay, so does Cyclone from Shauna K, does that count as a channel? Because Chaos Storm would stop that if it were. Okay, it does not. All right.
I'm not sure what it counts as. I don't think there's like an official word for it in the game, but it acts very similarly to the way that Garen's spinning works.
Okay, it's just on.
Yeah, I guess it's a binary state. It's either on or off. They're either spinning or not spinning.
Okay, yeah, I guess a channel would mean it's charging up to spin, I guess.
Whew.
Wow!
Slife or no slifing?
Yeah, that'll draw...
I will continue to make that joke. It's still funny.
That will drive anyone back, I should say.
See,
he's not even going to go for this Baron. He has his ult, too.
Pheqes, this is why I have the big subscribers, because I make Dora the Explorer jokes. Ooh!
Woo! Oh, Silence W, Chaos Storming, Oblivion. I said it before. Double kill for Nasher. Onto the Orianna as well.
You know, I honestly think that Block Blatty could have had a better chance of surviving that if he just ate the Jinx ulti. Because when he's Zilnius, he held himself in place long enough for Victor to catch up to him, which has enough damage to kill him anyways. If he had eaten the Jinx ulti, he might have survived through it and still kept distance from Nasher and gotten away.
Maybe. It's a big maybe. Nasher's pretty powerful, and that Death Ray goes quite a long distance. And he has Ignite up as well.
True.
He's not used it in a while, but... I don't know what life could be for the Orianna. Block Lady G. Certainly not his best game, I'm just sure of it. Never seen him before, but... I gotta think that he's had a better game than this.
If 468 were my best game, I'd be very sad. But hey, 468 is also somewhat respectable, and he's Orianna, so he's offering utility to the team either way. Blue team is still not out of this one. Pardon me.
They're not.
They are far, far behind. They've got a lot of ways to climb up before they make it to the top, but Wukong is very determined to make it to the top, as you'll know if you've ever heard some of his taunts.
I will be the best. Yeah,
however far it is to the top.
Yeah. That's the one.
The rest of the quote, that I don't remember.
He also extends his pole like up into the sky. Cause...
Alright, let's keep the cast PG-13.
Ah! Oh, boy. Oh, Dark Master 7 did not get that.
Oh, Flash!
Yeah, Flash Nasher, I should say, does go down.
At what cost?
Yeah. QC Slifer. Wow! Nice stop from individually. Point blank guessed that. Because there is no pink. There is a pink ward down. Never mind.
Yeah.
2-0. I did not see that. It was not on my screen. Silence W. He's going to get chunked down quite a bit. Super Mega Death Rocket is up. Goes for him. Does not kill him, though. And now Devious Shadows. He's now a mini Gnar. He's more mobile, but a little bit less tanky. Trying to take down the middle lane inhibitor. Don't know if it's going to happen. Because Block Body G, despite being down, he's finally got some items behind him. Able to drive off something here.
Speaking of items, take a look at Azzo's build. This guy, even this far behind, just will not give up on the relentless engaging. Boots of Mobility with Home Guards, Talisman of Ascension, and a Righteous Glory. He's going to run at them.
Well, no, that's actually really, I actually really like it. Okay, so Righteous Glory, right? Okay, well, obviously Talisman Ascension speeds you up. Righteous Glory, of course, speeds you up when they're moving when your allies are moving toward you. Really, really, really good for Shauna K. He dives in the back, tries to kill whoever he can within a split second, and then cyclones back toward AZ2O has a lot of movement speed to do so.
Yeah, I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah, kind of barrel through the enemy team even more, just a little bit quicker. So I actually really like it right now, but not offering much as far as resistance is, just giving him effective health.
Yeah, it does mean that he's very, very squishy. We've seen Azo a few times when he gets caught out, he goes down very swiftly. Oh.
Shauna K, speaking of getting caught out, I don't know if you can catch out Shauna K, but with Nasher there, you more likely can. Cyclone goes down, Silence W is there, Nasher goes down, Silence W picking up that kill, and Hook not landing from AZ2O. So mid lane 4, top lane 2, 1 carry for 2 carries, but we talked about it earlier, there's a second carry, maybe even a third if you count a Mumu, on the side of red.
I think Shauna K could very likely have gotten out there, but he chose to go for the trade instead. We'll see if it pays off.
You see Slifer, he locks down Devious Shadow, and even Rengar is getting to that point where he can just, QQ somebody into oblivion.
And cause them to QQ.
Yeah, pretty much. Devious Shadow making it out. Just barely any health. Let's see what happens here. Everyone's walking over a ward. They have to be careful. Silence W caught with the Flame Chompers, but dashes out just in time. And now AZ2O going back in, throwing down the box. He's going to go down. Wandslayer picking up that kill, and Silence W cannot do anything about it right now anyways. Now Slifer is in the mix.
Wukong is rushing out of the base.
Yeah, Wukong's rushing as fast as he possibly can. Dark Master 7 coming in, or at least trying to get away, I should say. Getting shut down by Silence W.
Nope.
Devious Shadows picking up the graves, and now Red Side pulling this one back in. Shauna K, the only one left alive. What a back and forth fight. It was pretty much both teams seemed like they were just overstaying their welcome both times.
This is where Shauna K is paying for not having that teleport. If he had that, he could have turned that fight on its head so easily. There were opportunities where if Wukong had been anywhere nearby.
And Nasher's going to keep Shauna K going back. Nice Flame Choppers going to be put down. Shauna K going to go down. Nice Guardian Angel pickup by Wandslayer, keeping him alive. And now Devious Shadow taking out both Nexus turrets. This may be Nexus going down as well. No one there to stop him for now. Silence W is up though. Death Sentence to keep the dream alive for now. Silence W rushing over to
get him, Slifer.
Shadows. Yeah, Slifer. He's there. He's not going to take him down actually. Silence W takes that honor. And now Wandslayer in the meantime picking up the dragon. That'll be the third dragon for the red side. And blue side's back to defending.
Very, very slim chance of victory here for blue.
Yeah.
Red team doesn't have to do all that much to win this game. Individual and Nasher pushing up as a duo might not be the right call here. They could get caught out. Looks like they're going to back up.
Yeah. It seems like I said, both teams just kind of seem to be overstaying their welcome.
That is a scary, scary death laser.
Yeah, I heard that's why they call it Death Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A wise man once told me that. He's some old dude with a beard. so you know he was telling the truth.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have a beard unless you're constantly truthful. It's actually one of the prerequisites. They don't let you. People will forcefully come to your house and shave you if you tell a lie.
One of my old philosophy teachers said, he grew out his beard only because he was a philosophy teacher, so he could have his philosopher's beard. Funny guy. That guy was interesting. Didn't agree with everything he said, but
I guess that's just not in your philosophy.
I would question anybody who agrees 100% with any philosopher.
That's true.
Just barking for trouble. As I'm talking about this, though, Red Team has secured the Baron with no contention, and now AZ2O...
Azo is dead.
Yeah, he's going to be caught out and die. No wards on the side of... Actually, there were wards. Yeah, he walked right into him knowing the wards... Alright, well. To each his own. AZ2O goes down. Mid lane inhibitor being contested, and pretty sure this is going to be game Octavian.
Yeah, they're going to play it safe, go for the top lane inhibitor as well. Does give them one last chance to throw this game.
Oh, Slifer gets stunned down immediately upon jumping onto Nasher. Now, Shauna K going to try to pick up somebody here. Juan Slayer is the target, but it's not going to be enough. So much lockdown on the side of Red. Able to stop all this engagement. Now, Nex is completely exposed. 5v2. 5v1. Let me correct that. Sounds will be the only sole survivor in that little skirmish. And the red side picks up a very dominating victory.
Yeah, they sort of fell behind for maybe the first 10 minutes of the game, but after that it was all just a downhill roll for blue. Thank you all for watching. My name is Octavian, and I'm joined by Pheqes.
Hi.
You can find his Twitter in the description. Mine as well, if you're so inclined. And I'll see you next time.